What up? It's your boy T-Bear Reaction. Today's Music Monday. This week's Music Monday is in honor of the late great of Irving. We sadly lost his past week as well too. So yeah, and this is definitely this topic right here from my boy. I'm gonna say his name wrong again. Is it Dylan Ian? Let me see. Digging the Greats. What's his name again? Digging the Greats. I always get his name. Always get his name every damn time. Brandon. It'll be all the way off too. Brandon Shaw. So anyway, this was this. I saw this and like, and had somebody interesting who most recently been making his usual rants again this year as the picture of it. This is the hard part of separating art from the artist. There's been a lot going on as of lately, especially with the cancel culture going on. A lot of folks is trying to separate artists from artists, separate art from the artists. Been a little tough for folks to the point that some folks don't even really bother with the artists at all anymore, or none of the work they done, no matter how great their work is, well, how much they fan they used to be as well too, based on whether it is any controversy, who they vote for or anything. But I feel like politics is not, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but at the same time, I guess depends with the folks they vote for and what the person they vote for represent, yeah, as well too. The behavior as well too, the likes of R. Kelly and Diddy right now, and a good amount or folks past as well too. So yeah. So I mean, because a lot of people, there's still people who are or have canceled folks that you don't realize are canceled, like Dr. Dre. I got this one chick on my Facebook who will make it known that they don't like this person no matter what. This girl named Gigi. No matter what. No. She's a big Drake hater. I will say that one of the biggest Drake hater out there, and you know Drake's another one at him as well too. But yeah, the hardest part, I'm one who's all about separating the art from the artist, but at the same time, you gotta face folks who don't do it and they're canceling the person. So you gotta lay low to you gotta lay low to keep yourself being canceled from anybody else as well too, along with the artists they cancel. So yeah, so this is a good little interesting piece to put together, this to check out as well too from Brandon Shaw and Digging Grace. Is the hardest part are separating art, and it's probably got nothing to do with that situation, but at the same time, here we go. Let's get it.
I was recently DJing an after party at a wedding, and this woman comes up to me to make a request. So I prep my typical, like, I'll see if I can work it in, and then she drops it. Can you play Ignition by R. Kelly?
Yup.
I so quickly said no. I haven't played R. Kelly in years, and no one
Same here.
requests that anymore. I told her.
Same, yeah. There's a lot of people I've been laying low. R. Kelly's one, 6ix9ine. I used to be a heavy player of 6ix9ine. Hold on. Did you drop your laptop? Give me a second. I got you, little man. Where's the tablet? Shout out to the little man back here. R. Kelly. I've been slightly steering away from Diddy, not as much though. And good amount of other artists as well too. But yeah.
No, and she's like, "Come on, everyone will love it." And I said, "No, everyone will be glad."
Here's the thing: is if somebody requests this for artist, I'm gonna like this is a request by that person. I'm gonna call that person out. That is
glaring at me and booing, and she goes, "No, they'll all be glaring at me because I look so fabulous." Drunk people at weddings are the worst. So I shoo her away, and I keep playing other stuff. Then a separate woman comes up to me and says, "Can you play Black Skinhead by Kanye West?"
Yeah.
What is happening?
Hold on. Why would you play? First of all, why would you play that? Why would you play that song in the wedding at a part? First of all, that song now a song you would play at any kind of function that involved dancing as well, either, let alone wedding. Like what the hell? Yeah, they were just drunk and ridiculous at that point. So yeah, Ignition I can see, but at the same time, like he said, but come on, Black Skin by Kanye, come on now.
These two women are able to separate the art from the artist so easily. But as the DJ in charge of the music that the whole room hears, I'm going to play it a little more cautiously. There are a billion versions of
Facts.
this. An artist.
And that's the other thing about it. When you say it, I mean, I can separate my own, but as a DJ, you gotta be careful for you get blackballed. And that's the only thing about it. Like I said, I don't play R. Kelly. I rarely play. I don't play 6ix9ine. I don't play. I rarely play much Diddy. Not, it depends. Drake, the only people I kind of still play is Dr. Drake. You know, he's not canceled by anybody. There's folks, still very little people who still cancel him. This is why I always say that, in my opinion, if you got to cancel this person at this point, you might as well just sit in silence and in darkness, because everybody ain't got there's some dirt in the industry somehow as well too. As well, that's a thing. But at the same time, you gotta respect the folks who are about not separating the art from artists, and we gotta respect their wishes as well too. Because 9 times out of 10, it could be people that runs the place you DJ for, host the parties you DJ for, got the events, and it could be word of mouth that you're playing folks that is deemed canceled and everything, and get around, and then you be blackballed like a mug as well too. It'd be just your luck. That's the only thing. So like I say, R. Kelly, I don't play at all unless requested, and if it's requested, I'll let the person know this person requested it. I'm sorry. At the same time, same with 6ix9ine. I mean, unless I focus on 6ix9ine at the time, I doubt anybody is going to request him. I know King Von is probably going to. Thing about King Von, I try not to play, but I know folks request that as well too, because you know King Von's been out as the first ever hip hop serial killer, and many others. So yeah, it's pretty hard. So yeah.
Just make some kind
as a
of
DJ
art that you really love, and then it turns out that they're a horrible person in one way or another.
Exactly.
It's not just music, obviously, but
of course,
authors, actors, directors, artists of all kinds have moments where you learn something about them, and it makes it hard to continue to enjoy their art.
So this was definitely going to be a thoughts talking discussion video, in my opinion.
Music is different. A Neil Gaiman book might sit on my shelf, and while I loved it when I read it, I haven't reread it in years. I'm not interacting with it regularly. A movie with a controversial director or scummy actor might have meant a lot to you, but how often do you watch that movie?
True.
Music is more difficult, and I think I figured out why. It's much more personal, because music can become the soundtrack to your everyday life.
And that's facts. Music, out of all this stuff that you can cancel, music is definitely it's hard. It's hard for most of us, not all. There's people who I will say that I don't know, should give props to it, or maybe should to the willpower of not to bother listening to certain folks, or there's folks who only listen to a certain genre in general because they hate how it is nowadays, or only listen to a era, like they'll be stuck in the 90s, stuff like that. They won't listen. They will bother not to listen to anything new anymore these days as well too. Like, I can say low key props to them, but at the same time, I can't imagine myself being like that as well too. Especially as a DJ now. Especially a DJ, hell no. But even as a music lover, I still can't imagine myself being like that. So it's definitely, you definitely gotta say more power to them. But at the same time, how can they do it?
We interact with music in a completely different.
Then again, it's like I say, it's almost same as like, you know, somebody be dead to them, like they won't even acknowledge the person around because they hate that person or dislike the person more because of how despicable they are. There's people who do that or do it in general because they don't like who they are represent as well too. There's people like that as well too. That's hard in my opinion. I mean, I attempted to do it, but it's like I feel like I got knowledge in the way. But there's folks who won't even acknowledge person, like they're that dead to them, like they're visible to them. I don't know how they do that. Same, like I said, same with music. I don't know how they do it. I mean, power to the fact they can do it, but at the same time, how?
Different way than any other medium, listening and re-listening. So when we find out that the artist that made it did something or said something horrible, cutting that art out of your life is a difficult thing to do.
It is.
There's another much bigger layer to this, but let me talk about this channel specifically for a moment. The core of this channel, Digging the Greats, is music history. I'm telling stories of how the music you love was made, who made it, and the impact it had after. My goal is to help you enjoy the music you love even more. I typically don't dive into negative stuff around artists or musicians. I focus on the art that they made and try to keep it generally positive.
Yes.
That being said, sometimes it gets tricky. So on September 13th of last year, I posted a video about the notorious B.I.G. song Juicy. And the story with that song is that there seems to be a lot of stolen elements, and the main culprit seems to be Diddy. Then 5 days after posting the video, Diddy was arrested. Which is weird timing, you know? In this case, I still feel fine listening to Juicy. It's primarily Biggie. The story is...
It's the thing, and somebody said the same thing. I said the same thing, like, Long Biggie stuff ain't canceled, but then somebody gonna say about the, you know, the line he said on Dreams, about something about Raven, Simone, and all that. Then it sit right with a lot of folks as well too. See, another thing is a lot of folks lyrics don't sit right with a lot of folks either. That you know, the person per se is not canceled by the world; it's canceled to them, and so you gotta respect that. At the same time, you like how you still kind of feel like whatever. I guess more power to them as well too. So yeah, there's that.
Kind of messed up, and Diddy did have a hand in the song, but I don't listen to it all that much anyway. For me personally, it's a Biggie song. I'll listen to it, I'll DJ it, no problem. Going back to those DJ requests I got though, R. Kelly, are the things he did absolutely awful?
Oh yeah.
Does Ignition still slap?
Of course.
Also, kinda yes. That's a great song. Is it so good that I can put aside R. Kelly's wrongdoings in order to listen to Ignition? No. I can't listen to it anymore, and I definitely cannot DJ it. I'm not gonna force that on people. I'm also absolutely not doing a video covering R. Kelly in any respect. And then that brings us to why I wanted to make this video in the first place. This video was not in the schedule. What was in the schedule was a video breaking down Stronger by Kanye West. It was going to be a really good video. It's from Graduation, an incredible album. There's a Daft Punk sample. The production on this is insane. There's also a fantastic story behind it. But then Kanye went and tweeted a bunch of horrible stuff, and everyone on the internet is mad at him.
Yeah, Kanye West opened his mouth again, pretty much. Yeah, Kanye being Kanye, you know he is. He's still going there, talking trap about Kendrick and all that as well too. So yeah, that's a lot of things as well too. So, but then the thing about it, every time he do shit like this, as me, he got a project going on. But at the same time, if you think about this, you know how many times folks didn't cancel Kanye over his nonsense, and then they uncancel because the music he dropping so good. There's folks who still keep him, no matter how great the music the project he come out, he still canceled. So so at this point, it's like at this point it's gonna be like enough is enough. We don't give a shit about you, Kanye, and all this shit. It's gonna be like sorry, I'm just cussing in front of my little man. I'm sorry. We don't care anymore, Kanye. At this point, you're just doing stuff for attention, and we're over it. It's going to end up being like that if it hasn't already. All right? I think it's be honest, it's probably like that right now. All right? Especially now after that Kendrick Lamar performance. By the way, awesome performance, and I love the message behind it for us. But at the same time, right now, Kanye nonsense. So with that being said, Kanye nonsense is they probably done with Kanye nonsense. They don't care how great of the project he got going on because like I said, every time you do some nonsense, it's me about to release some is attention distraction just that while right there a new project coming out. At this point, folks gonna be like, we don't care. You doing too much at this point. Same old. We're tired. We're tired of it. We're done with it. Go deal with manipulating your current lady into dressing like a spectacle every time. Y'all saw the Grammys, right? I mean, of course I'm a guy. And oh my lord, but at the same time, damn. But still, folks gonna get tired. The same with other artists. They're gonna get tired if they doing this just for attention for a new project. They're gonna get tired, right? The cancel, like I said, the cancel culture is strong, and the sad part about it is gonna get stronger. Hold on a second. I'm back. Had to give him the iPhone a little bit just in case he needs some extra entertainment because that tab was limited. I can't figure out what he was talking about. Let me back it up a little bit.
Find it. But then Kanye went and tweeted a bunch of horrible stuff, and everyone.
Yeah, I was saying, like, yeah, folks gonna get tired of, the on and off as well too, and like I said, cancel culture is getting bigger and stronger as well too. I mean, it's a good and bad thing. Good because people are taking offense, taking a stand to what they for their belief in personal and everything, but at the same time, it's like at this point. Artists is going to start hurting the entertainment in the business. I may say it could be a good, like I said, it could be a good thing as well too. You know, make room for more decent folks to be in the entertainment business as well too. So there's that. So that's the only thing that probably the upside of it as well too. But the downside is it's going to diminish a lot of talented artists. Unfortunately, has a crappy background or don't know where to hold a tongue or anything and stuff like that. So yeah,
on the internet is mad at him. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what he said. You can look it up if you want. It's just truly awful stuff. Maybe he's just trying to be a contrarian and get attention.
Exactly.
Maybe it's his way of getting back in the media cycle to promote an album.
Like I said,
regardless, I can't jump in now with a video breaking down one of his songs. Kanye has, of course, had a tumultuous few years before this. Some people are still fans, even of the stuff he's currently putting out.
Right.
And others, like me, love his old stuff, but have to draw a hard line between old Kanye and now Kanye.
That too. A lot of people say I missed. You got a lot of. I missed the old Kanye, and there's definitely gonna be like that now. You know, current Kanye stuff is talented. That's why I say no matter how crazy this man is, this dude is talented. But at the same time, it's really showing that at this point he's doing too much, and at this point, it's gonna be to the point that we don't care no more. Folks is not gonna care no more.
The thing about Kanye is, if you're going to talk about music history, he's such a huge figure, you can't just ignore him.
Exactly.
There would be a giant gap in modern music history. This doesn't mean you have to like him now,
right?
But he was so good and so influential,
facts.
It's impossible not to talk about him. My very first Digging the Greats video is a breakdown of one of his songs, Through the Wire. And the reason I chose that song as my first video is because I love that song. I love that album.
Thank you. There's a lot of people love this song because it's so many people, including Shotgun stuff, that do not like that song or how they use the sample. Surprisingly.
And I love that version of Kanye. And here's what I figured out about why music, more than other mediums, is so hard to separate from the artist. It's because music is a time machine. There are some songs that, when you hear them, instantly transport you back to the moment you heard it. For me, when I hear Jump by Criss Cross,
of course,
I'm transported back to elementary school. Me and my friends trying to wear our
wow, he might be same age as me. I'm sorry, my age.
Clothes backwards, because that's what Criss Cross does. And life is so simple, and I'm just trying to work on spelling and math and
now I gotta see how he is.
When I hear anything by the band Hoobastank, Hoobastank. Look, we all had phases, all right? When I hear Hoobastank, I'm instantly back in my older brother's Volkswagen Beetle. My family has just moved, but my older brother has just graduated high school and decided to stay behind on his own.
Right.
We're driving around the new city, knowing that in a few hours, he's driving back to his home, and from here on out, our relationship is going to be different. We're not going to be best friends anymore. We'll still always be brothers, but it's just going to change. All of that from Hoobastank. And when I hear The College Dropout, I am all of a sudden back in high school, sitting at my family's computer, listening to this album on iTunes, trying to keep the volume down because my parents...
Let me try to remember when College Dropout came out. Because I'm trying to remember, was I a senior in high school or I started my first year? Now I was close to my last year of community college. Yeah, I might be older than him. Oh wow, I might be older than Brandon. Shoot.
Wouldn't approve of it, completely absorbed in
I'm
the
an
beat
02 grad.
and listening
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
sure my
things
age.
that he's saying, and his experience is so different than mine. It's opening my eyes to so many things. I cannot get enough of it. I'm discovering my own music taste. I load it into my mini disc player, I take it over to my friend's house, and we nerd out about it together before practicing our beatboxing routine for the talent show. Yes, there's footage. No, I'm not showing it to you. Everybody has their own version of this with different songs and
Yeah,
experiences.
facts.
And here's the thing, they aren't just memories. You can describe these things in vivid detail, and that's one thing. But when you hear the music you were listening to at the time, the feeling comes back. It's a musical feeling time machine. This is why it's so hard to separate the art from the artist, especially the older you get. It's
Right.
not as easy as just saying, I'm not going to listen to their music anymore. Because in some cases, the music is so tied up with your memories. You're effectively saying, I'm not going to go visit that specific memory
Yeah,
in my
pretty
emotional
much.
time machine.
And that's the thing. A lot of people, that's the opinion about it as well too, because this is like part of your memories, probably part of your unintentionally part of your childhood, your high school days, college days, and all of that as well too. You know what I mean? Like a lot, it's like a lot of 70s and even 80s. It's hard for them to cancel R. Kelly, but there's folks who can easily do it because mainly women, because they've been through trauma of being sexually assaulted, raped, on or anything that's under that nature as well too though. But at the same time, and the thing about it though, we either gotta ignore it or respect him. And the 9 out of 10, it's better to respect it because a lot of women, especially black women, have ill will towards men in general, including black men, because they feel unprotected, especially now with its current presidency. There's a lot of men of color, black men, voted for the person who got in office this year out of dislike of the other candidate, and here we are. But that's another story. But still, like a lot of black women or women in general feel unprotected or feel like their voice is being heard or being ignored. So that's the thing with that. So it's gonna be tough. It's part of childhood. At the same time, we gotta either try the best to lay it low to, out of respect of folks who are about to cancel for personal reasons as well too. So yeah.
Anymore. If I cut out graduation, I'm losing a whole section of
yeah.
college. The morning of the album release, I sync my iPod. I plug in my earbuds. I'm skateboarding to campus, and I hear the opening of Good Morning.
Yep.
When I describe that, that's nothing. But
Oh, yeah,
when I
Good
hear
Morning.
the song,
Yep.
I'm right
That's a
back
good
there.
opening
My
song.
feet are on the skateboard. And if I swear off Kanye forever, I'm saying goodbye to the ability to emotionally travel to that point in my life.
Right.
If you think I'm being dramatic about this, I'd encourage you to dig through.
You're
the
not
music
being
collection.
dramatic.
Not on Spotify.
Brett, you're not being dramatic. What you're saying is true shit, though. You're not.
The music you paid for. Go find CDs or tapes or dig through iTunes. Put that music on and see what happens. See where you're transported to.
Right.
So, should you separate art from artist? There's no easy answer there.
Of course
It
it's
depends
not.
on a lot of factors, including your own personal connection to the music. Am I going to ever publish this video on Stronger? I don't know. There's a lot wrapped up in Kanye for me. And also, where he's at now is a place I don't want to be anywhere near.
Right.
Now I want to hear from you. Not just about Kanye or Kelly or whoever,
No.
but how do you go about this? What do you do when someone's art means a lot to you, but you don't want to support the artist themselves anymore? Let me
Okay, so yeah, same thing on my comment if you can. I mean, if y'all watch this video right now, hopefully feel sorry doing that instead of just call my comment just to tell about another video or anything. How y'all feel about this separating the art from the artist as well too? Is it especially with music? I mean, entertainment is probably more easy as well too, because probably the movie or whatever they part of is not your take cup of tea anyway, so you don't care. But at the same time, live music and movies and even cartoons has been part of your childhood, and you hate to break away from as well too. Hell, I mean, we got a lot, and I deal with a lot in wrestling as well too, because Hogan. A lot of us did grew up in say our prayer, eat a vitamin, but especially us, my skin. But now we are a majority of are like F Hulk Hogan right now, and it's even solidified now after everything, after not only his crappy history, but on top of that, being on board a spectacle for our current the current president right now. So that's one. Because I said that because Undertaker showed that he's a Trump supporter, but he didn't. But at the same time, he has to show himself as being a shitty person. Just politics as well too. If Hogan didn't have all the shitty history going on, it wasn't be as bad about Hogan, but bad for Hogan as well too. But he has shown himself being not only a racist, a shit person in general, with all the backstage apologies and everything else he would do through the years that's coming to light, and now it's like that's why Hogan got booed the way he booed on Raw. Or was it Raw? Yeah, it was Raw on Netflix. So yeah, there's that. At this point, it's like we're fed up with Hogan. So Kanye West, I will say, at this point, just stop the shenanigan and do what you do and focus on music, or take your medication if you take medication, or you're gonna end up being the Hogan of hip hop. We ain't gonna care about you no more. We're gonna boo everything you do, no matter how great you are, no matter what memories we have. We're gonna disregard you. All right. So Kanye and many others, think about that. All right. He's laughing at someone on TV. But other than that, though, I made a 9-minute video into a 25-minute video. Because, like I said, when it comes to anything that's a good discussion, it's gonna be longer than the video. So, other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. RIP to Irv Gotti. It's your boy TV, and it's controversial with Irv Gotti in a way, but at the same time, it's not as bad. But I'm really about to be side-eyeing 50 Cent. I don't care what kind of situation it is. His action about his death was very in poor taste. I don't care what anybody said. To me, that was very poor taste, and he needs to grow up. But other than that, it's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.